Multi-digit multiplication using number chips. This is a digital lesson, and this one is New Year's themed. So the lesson starts out with explaining to the students how to line up the numbers when they're multiplying. Same thing they do when they are adding or subtracting. They're going to line up the numbers in the ones place. And then if they're multiplying a 3-digit by a 1-digit number, that larger number with the most digits will be in the top row. So they're going to start by multiplying the number in the ones place on that second row, and they're going to multiply from right to left. So 3 times 3, 3 times 2, and then 3 times 5. And the next slide shows how that's done. So here we have 3 times 3, and they're going to place the 9. 3 times 2, and this is actually 3 times 20. So that 6 will be in the tens place. And then 3 times 5 is 15. So students are going to start on slide 5. They're going to be moving these number chips into place to show the multiplication. Now, every slide has every number the students need, so as these problems get longer and more difficult, if they get to the end of a slide and the numbers aren't working, they know they've made an error somewhere and they need to go back and check. So here they have two problems on this slide. They're going to multiply from right to left, 2 times 6. They're going to carry a 1. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9, and then 2 times 1 is 2. They're going to do the same thing with 932 times 3. Now you notice next to each one of these problems there's a letter and a yellow heart. So on the final slide they're going to be solving a New Year's riddle by matching their answer to that letter that's in the yellow heart. So they've got a few more of these to solve. They're going to be doing the same thing, slide 6. Slide 7 shows students what to do when they have to carry a number. So here they have 647 times 4. 4 times 7 is 28. They're going to keep the 8, move the 2 to the next column to the left above that 4. Then they're going to multiply 4 times 4 is 16, plus 2 is 18. They're going to keep the 8, move the 1 to the next column to the left above their 6, and then 6 times 4 is 24, plus 1 is 25. And so they get their final answer. Now, these next few problems, they have these smaller number chips are the numbers they're going to carry. So 6 times 5 is 30, so they're going to just click and hold on the edge of that 0, move it into place. They're going to carry a 3. 5 times 5 is 25, plus 3 is 28. Click and hold on the edge of the 8. Carry a 2. 5 times 3 is 15, plus 2 is 17. They're going to carry a 1. And then 5 times 4 is 20, plus 1 is 21. And they get their final answer. And again, they're going to match this answer to the letter in the yellow heart. So they've got another one of these to practice. When they get to slide 10, they're shown what to do when they're multiplying a 3-digit by a 2-digit number. So there's actually 2 multiplication problems. They're going to multiply 312 times 3, and then 312 times 20. So that means the second row of numbers are going to start with a 0. And then they add the 2 products together. So they're going to be practicing that, 3-digit by 2-digit. And again, every slide has every number the students need. Same thing on the next slide. And then they have a 4-digit by a 2-digit, a 4-digit by a 3-digit, and here it shows them they're going to have a third row because there's 3 multiplication problems. This top number times 7, then times 20, and then times 100. So in that third row of numbers, because you're multiplying times 100, you're going to start that row with 2 zeros. And then the final slide, students have to do all of the work. The zeros will not be there, so they're going to have to place those zeros correctly. And when they get to slide 17, they have a New Year's riddle. And these are all the answers they should have from the previous slides. So they're going to go back, find these answers, and then type in the letter that's in the yellow heart. If they've done these correctly, they will solve the riddle. So this is the New Year's version of multi-digit multiplication with number chips.